ultimate podcast where culture meets conversation and vibes flow like a rich Merlot. I'm Katie, the Jamaican original.
And I'm Tiffany, the Ghana princess.
Antonio.
Antonio is our guest for this week, and our topic will be
Dating after 25. How are you today, Mr. Antonio?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
We're doing
Good.
great. We're doing great. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So just to keep it short, my real name is Anthony. Okay, I'm originally from Miami, Florida, but I grew up as a military brat, so a lot of my upbringing came by way of Europe. I went to high school in Texas, and I studied biology in school, played sports, and then shortly after I joined the military.
Enough of all of that. Are you single? Talk to us about the real stuff, because we want to know about dating after 25. And what is it like dating Antonio? Anthony. Which one do you want us to call you?
But let's see, let's go with Antonio.
Antonio.
Well, yeah, I am very single, very, very single. Dating after 25, for me, and my own experience, has been an extreme roller coaster and a learning experience. When it comes to dating me specifically, I would say it's definitely a testament to someone's, where I want to use the right words, their self-esteem. You have to be strong in your own self-esteem, very comfortable in your own skin to date me.
Why? You don't put women down, do you?
No, I don't. I don't put women down at all. I think I'm just so sure of myself now that I don't have energy to play games with anyone. So I'm very blunt and upfront with people, like out of the gate, and it kind of catches people off guard. So if you're not scaring yourself, you'll have a hard time.
Antonio. Are you dating now?
I mean, slightly dating here or there, but not seriously.
Slightly.
Yeah, just casual things here or there, but not really like heavy on serious dating at the moment.
How many women?
At the same time.
At the same time, I want to say, that's a good question. I mean, it won't necessarily be multiple women at one time. I guess I'll just talk casually with people. That's not a really number I can put on it, but as far as like actually getting somebody, taking them out at a time, honestly, probably like maybe one or two, but it won't be like a whole plethora of women at one time.
So, I mean, I get a lot of people talking about that. Like, if we're not in a committed relationship, just dating, I can date 3 or 4 people at one time with no problem.
Yeah, sure.
You can do that?
Yeah, I can do that. I mean, I think all human beings do that. Men and women do that itself. I always have a thing where I say, when you're dating somebody and you guys get together, all you did was steal them from the line of people that were in the running.
Yes.
That's all
Cheers
it is.
to that.
That is all it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
What are the qualities you look for in a woman?
Ooh, okay, so when it comes to a woman, I'm very highly attracted to, the buzzword we get, femininity, which all women have the ability to be extremely feminine. So I'm very dialed in on women's femininity, like one woman who takes pride in her softness, right? And also look for things like how serious and like how much pride does she take when it comes to serving other people.
Okay, I like
So a
that.
woman who's very, 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 very deliberate about serving others is something that I noticed.
What's your go-to pickup line?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't have pickup lines anymore. Like when I was younger, I used to try pickup lines, and yeah, they were corny. They were bad.
Like what?
I probably used to say dumb stuff like, "Oh man, if you a booger, I'll pick you first."
Oh.
Dumb shit like that. But
Don't say nothing like
Yeah.
that, y'all, young man.
now at this point, I really don't use pickup lines. Honestly, I just kind of go with the flow. I can kind of feel the vibration of a woman, like how welcoming is she? Does she seem open to converse? So if I really want to talk to a girl, usually I try the humor approach. So typically, I can just walk up and kind of like, scan her up and down if I like something that she's wearing. It could be her shoes, her jeans, and I can kind of just go up to her and just say, hey, who picked those shoes out? And of course they'll say, well, I did. And I'll just kind of, I'll kind of, a little jab, and I'll probably just say something like, oh yeah, next time let me know so I can pick it out for you, because that's not it. And then, kind of just, and I'll just pick it. I'm just joking. What's your name? And then open from there.
That's a good pickup line.
Yeah. Would it work for you?
Yeah.
Because I've never heard that one
Yeah.
before. I probably would say
You
something
probably get
smart.
my attention
There
with
you
that
go.
one.
Yeah.
For real.
There it is.
I like
Confidence is
that.
key.
Confidence definitely is key. I like that.
So when it comes on to physical features in a woman, you prefer a woman that's more chunky or more slender?
Because Big Girls is in, and we are winning. Cheers to that. Answer the question.
Okay, so we're keeping it 1,000 on here. Like I said, the honest truth for me is I've traveled the world and I've been with all races of women at either point in my life. And honestly, I don't have a specific type of woman. I can look at a woman and just say, I'm attracted to her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of course in society we have our, more general sense of what we find attractive as a whole. But I know as for me, you can be a thicker woman, you can be skinny, but it really has to be, I just have to look at you and just say, okay, like, I'm attracted to her. So there's no such thing as she's pretty for a big girl.
Oh, I can't
You know what I mean?
stand that line.
Yeah.
Like, that is the worst thing a man can say to me.
Yeah.
Oh, you're cute for a big girl, and your mama too.
Yeah.
That would be my response.
For sure. It's attractive is attractive. Like there's no such thing as cute for a big girl. It's I'm looking at a person. Oh man, she's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she got a nice style. Oh, she smells good. Like I'm attracted to her. So it's like it's something you can't really fake. It's just biologically I feel that. So if I'm around you and it's like, oh, I'm feeling her. I'm gonna go talk to her. So that's really how it is.
Are you a breast or a ass man?
I'm an ass man all day. I'm an ass man all day.
Okay, so as long as a girl got a big mash.
Yeah, you got me. Yeah, I'm looking. You got my attention.
But a lot of guys like big Nash and can't control it because they can't do anything with it.
Well, I mean, it's like I always say, it's like taking jump shots. You don't take any jump shots in the gym, you don't get any experience. You don't know what you're doing. Yeah. It's on you.
And as we're on that topic, what's your favorite sex position?
I'm starting to like when the girl's on top. Honestly, I'm starting to like that. I'm starting to like that a lot. And I would get a lot of the cliche, oh yeah, I like doggy. A lot of guys are actually rampant going, but I'm really starting to like the girl on top. I know for a lot of women, they get to be in a position of, control. But at the same time, for a lot of guys, if you pay attention to how she's reacting, you can also do some work from the bottom. And it's a win-win either way it goes. So I like it.
I like that. I don't know, but yeah. Have you ever had a threesome?
I have had a threesome before.
Ooh,
Yeah.
tell
I
us.
have had a threesome before. This is with an ex-girlfriend years ago. But I would say in my experience, like threesome is really a mental thing. All right, so like as you see, I know a lot of people, watch, adult websites and things like that. So you get to kind of come across what you think a threesome might be like. You see it in the movies, and for me, it kind of wasn't like that. It's really heavily dependent on the person you're with and the attraction level and like the overall aura of how everybody's getting along.
Yeah.
So at the time, me and my ex-girlfriend at the time, we weren't really getting along, and I didn't really like it. It was more so for her, she liked it. So I mean, for me, it really wasn't doing a lot for me. I just realized that like, oh man, I can only do one girl at a time, and it's exhausting. So
What did you expect to do both of them at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, some
You
weird.
could have.
There's ways that could have happened.
Yeah, in some weird way, I thought I was gonna just get like some overwhelming pleasure because there's two women there, but
Yeah.
it really wasn't that for me.
Would you do it again?
I would say it's a possibility that I would do it again, but like it would really heavily depend on my partner. I don't think it's something I would drive to do again, but I wouldn't be opposed to it.
That brings me to this question.
Yeah.
So most guys, right, when they say threesome,
Mhm.
they're thinking two women and then themselves.
Yeah.
What about two men and that woman?
In technical terms, you can call it a train, but down here in the abyss where we are with these kind of actions, no, it's not a train.
It's not.
It's a double standard, it is, but I think, just like there's double standards for men and double standards for women, that's one of those things that we can get away with. Women can't really get away with. Like for women, you guys can hold hands and kind of experiment with the
Yeah.
opposite sex. With men, it's like once you cross that line, there ain't no coming back.
That's not true.
Think so?
I know guys that were gay and then turned back straight.
Oh, hell no.
I'm on this side with it.
But the problem that they face
No.
is if somebody hears that you're gay, they
Yeah.
don't want to deal with you. Could you deal with a guy like that?
If I hear that he's gay?
Yeah, you're in love, y'all doing y'all thing, and then you found out he used to be gay.
Yeah.
It'd be over?
Over.
Oh
Done.
no, y'all.
It's what Tank said. Tank said, you know,
Yeah,
same
Tank.
Tank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tank.
He said, you know, just because a guy might have
So
tried something,
this is why I only date Jamaican men.
Because they're not doing that.
they're not getting down
So
with
this
the
is why I only date Jamaican men, because as long as you crossed over, there's no crossing back. Where do you can't undo?
It's all good.
Yeah.
So no, that's a no for you, right?
It's a big
Two
no
men
for
and a
me.
woman.
I mean, it's a no for me.
You have to think about it.
It's a no for me. I did come on here and say I'll be completely honest and
Yeah.
being open with it. I have had a situation like that before. I've had a situation like that
Ooh,
before.
really?
I have, and it didn't bother me because in my mind I'm like I'm only attracted to women.
Yeah.
So for
So
me,
you stayed away from the gentleman?
yeah, it's just kind of like me. It's just kind of one of those things where it's just like, you know, don't make eye contact with me. You're not here for me. You're here for her. You know, like, don't touch me. I'm not touching you. You handle your half of the body, I handle my half. And then it just stays there. After that, you know, it's like, you know, all right, cool. Yeah, everybody goes do their own thing. It's like, yeah, I'll catch you on the flip
Then
side.
you and your homeboy just dap each other.
That's
up
it.
and
That's
down.
all right, man. Drive on, you know, cool. After, yeah.
That's how
That's
it
what it is. Don't ask me no weird questions like, you know, what did you think? Ah. Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
So in your dating life now, do you find more freaks than church girls, basically?
Yes, I would say that's what I would find more, and I think this is tricky for even a lot of guys to understand. Even most girls now, like now the thing in culturally here, especially in the Western world, is, excuse me, heavily for us to be, you know, on both sides, overly sexualized. So I notice a lot of guys and girls, you know, we have this, we walk around with this aura about ourselves that we're experienced, or like, you know, I want more attention, so I'm going to sexualize myself. But what I notice is, especially from the women's side, women,
Yeah.
you guys are very socially calibrated. You guys know very well. It's like you guys will tease very heavy.
Daddy.
You know what I mean? Girls can text you all kind of
Yeah.
wild stuff, and over
Yeah.
there we're like, oh yeah, I put my hat back. I'm like, yeah, she down with it. And you,
And then you get to the house,
you get to the
it's
house, nothing.
nothing.
She's standing by the bed like this with her hands by her side,
Yeah.
kind of just looking, you know. So.
I don't
Yeah.
understand. Like a lot of females, they get on social media, they showing everything,
Yeah.
and you still ain't got a man. Why? How do you feel about that? Women that get on there be half naked.
I have two ways I view it. I mean, I feel like if you, I'm in the business now. What I've learned is I've gotten older. I'm no longer in the business of telling a woman that she's wrong.
Okay.
So now I believe that every decision that you make is the right decision, and all that does is it's just a linear path to where your life is headed and where you shall be. So
Yeah.
if you make those decisions, if you want to be overly sexualized, you want to, you know, be half naked there, you know, you want to go work as a stripper, you want to go be a, you know, adult entertainer or whatever it is, that's the right decision that you made for yourself.
Could you marry her?
No.
Sorry for cutting you.
No, you're good. Like on the flip side of that, it's just you have to understand there's consequences to everything that you do. You know, life is about choices and trade-offs. So if you decide to put yourself in that light, you have to be willing to understand what comes with that. So just like
Yeah.
for men or just anybody else, if I decide to, you know, be in the streets and I want to, you know, get fast money, get, you know, fast lifestyle and drugs and stuff like that, I can't complain when it's time for me to go to jail. I can't complain.
I like that.
I gotta, you know, ride it out and, you know, stick with the choices that I made. So I just believe this, you know, you're not wrong for what you're doing. You are making the right decision. Just be okay with those right consequences. And that's all it is.
So in regards to you dating now,
So.
are you dating for a relationship or are you just dating casually?
Now I will say it's a lot harder to get on a date with me now because now I feel like I really am kind of slowing down a bit.
Okay.
And my when I'm coming in, the first approach is more just a casual mindset because I don't want to put a unrealistic standard to what I may think is all right on someone. And I just want us to naturally be able to mesh with one another and have just a basic understanding and kind of let it grow from there. But now I think I'm at the point to where I am going to kind of, I'm slowing down. I kind of do want to date to have like a longevity with somebody at this point. So, yeah.
You about ready to settle down?
Yeah, I'm about ready
Get
to.
married?
Oh. It's okay. So I'm extremely open and vulnerable. Like, I've actually been married twice. Yeah.
Me too, cheers.
Yeah. I've actually been married twice. For the ladies out there, kind of like, ah, man, I'm not gonna follow him on Instagram anymore. Like, nah. I've
Follow
actually,
him, girls.
yeah, I've actually never proposed and had a wedding, so it's like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, everything really has been like a very logical and deliberate sense of why I was doing it. You know, granted, I kind of wanted to stay in a more traditional route of why I was doing things, but you know, there's still that other half of like romanticism that I haven't had. But honestly, at this point, I think for me, if I'm being real, marriage itself is not a huge benefit for me at this point. Like I believe, and I would give a ring and give a ceremony and things like that, but I would want to have something where me and my partner come up with a contract between ourselves, and actually get that notarized and it become a legal document. You know, for
More like a prenup?
the prenup will definitely be signed. It'd be a prenup. It'd definitely be a prenup, but it also have things where she can have a say so too. It's like we have to come to that common agreement where it's like, if we do split or if you break our covenant, you know, you will have to give me the severance pay or whatever it is or something like that. You know,
if we're married and then you go out and cheat, you have to pay me because you cheat. I'm gonna still stay married to you probably, but you gotta pay me my coin.
I think it's fair. I think a lot of people hear that now and they kind of just like, oh no, you're not gonna get married. You know, and I think for a lot of women it's a sense of security for them, which I understand, I get it. But a lot of people don't know is between, you know, I believe the 1930s and 40s and maybe even up to the 60s, we actually, you know, what we know now is a marriage certificate. Like what we know now is a marriage certificate, and I think a lot of people don't realize that for that, we actually kept, you know, the officiator, you know, your witnesses, and then the time and date was actually logged into your Bible before. They would log it in the Bible, and that's how you guys would get married, and that would be your covenant, because that would be a covenant between God. Now, you know, if you're in school, I know you hear about church versus state. That came into being, and that's kind of why I, in this moment, don't really want to sign the state papers, because I don't want the state to come in between our relationship and say what we're going to divvy up and what's good for both of us if we break up. I'd rather my wife tell me, this is what we're going to agree with. If you leave me, or you cheat on me, this is what's going to happen, X, Y, and Z. And I believe that's fair.
I like that. You like that?
To an extent, yeah.
Seems like more like a traditional thing. Like what you would do in another country. How to have a traditional wedding.
Yeah, and like I said, that's why I still would give her a ring, propose, and I would have whatever ceremony she wanted. I would still give that to her. I just think when it comes down to signing, I would want that to be between us and not the state itself.
So you wouldn't actually go to the courts and say, here is my...
Yeah, I would not do that.
Okay. So you know you're not legally married, right?
Right. I mean, you're not legally married, but a lot of people don't know that if you have that officiating document in between, you know, showing them you actually are legally married. A lot of people don't know that. They don't want you to know that. So if you guys break up, they can make that money.
Because it's all about money nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, well, with relationships, right? Can you see in 5 years? Where do you see yourself?
In 5 years, I think I would definitely see myself in. It can go two ways. I think I would just either dive head first all the way into my career, and I would just probably never be home. You know, I'll be married to my job, or it could be, you know, I can balance my job to the best of my ability, and be with the person I'm going to be with longevity wise, and just have a family. So it's kind of just depending on how I deliberately approach that situation, you know, from time forward.
Are you an insecure person?
No, not at all. Not at all. I used to be. Not anymore.
So you're good with your significant other out on a girls trip?
On a girls trip?
Girls night.
Yeah.
Just with our girls.
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah.
Or ratchet home girls.
Or ratchet home girls.
The ones that you know cheat.
The ones that I know cheat.
Yeah.
I would express my discomfort with it, but like I said, I'm not in the business of telling them they're wrong anymore. If you go with them, you know how I feel about it. I didn't want you to go, but I'm not going to stop you from going. If you feel like what you need to do, go.
Okay then.
And if you feel like you want to take actions that are unacceptable, if you wouldn't do it in front of me, don't do it. And if you do it, just deal with the consequences.
I'm insecure. I'm jealous. I'm crazy. I'm the one that's gonna kick your door in. I'm probably gonna check that phone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow you. I'm not even gonna play no games in life because that's everybody lie nowadays. It seems like everything is based on lies. Most relationships, I don't lie to my partner. Yes, you do. That was a lie right there when you said that. Yeah. Have you ever been the crazy one?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What you do? What was the
Man.
craziest thing you've ever done to the
Yes.
woman?
The craziest thing that I've done, man, I it's probably through social media. I think when I was like coming out of high school, my first year of college, it would be wild stuff. It'd be, like somebody, a dude would comment on my girl's picture. It'd just be a friend. He's like, okay, you look nice, and I'll comment on the picture. Yeah, I know. Stuff like that.
That's that insecurity
yeah,
right there.
definitely.
Jealousy.
Heavy insecurity and
Yeah.
jealousy. Yeah, but I moved far past it. But I don't. I think as a man, as a rite of passage, I think you have to go through that stage, or just people in general. You got to go through that stage.
Katie, what about you? What's the craziest thing you've done? Because
I'm always
I know
a crazy
you have.
one.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm always a crazy one, so I've done it all. I've stalked
Yes.
social media
Yes.
in person. I'll drive your ass down. I'll drive to a different state if I have to.
Yes.
I'll set my homegirls on you.
Mm-hmm.
And please don't let me catch you with that bitch.
You and her on the job.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
That's how it is. I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah.
You like women like that?
No.
We're gonna ride for you though.
I agree.
We ride for you,
Hey.
but we don't play.
Yeah, women that are normally crazy like that, they're normally the riders.
The good women.
But something got to trigger them for them to behave like that.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that there's the reason why I don't want that kind of crazy is just I don't want to, backpedal into where I came from with that. I think coming out of that, I noticed that it's like a reaction to a codependency, and a level of ego that a lot of people have is to be able to be fiery and come off like that, to do something that's very irrational. It's usually within the person to kind of, you see yourself as, higher than what you are. And what I mean when I say that is you can control things that are uncontrollable. And that's kind of, I don't really want to go back to that. Like I have a healthy level of peace, about it now. So it's just like I don't go through phones
No,
anymore.
it's always peace.
Yeah.
As long as
Going through that phone.
Yeah, I don't go through phones anymore. I've done that when I was younger. You lose your whole appetite. Go outside, sit on the curb.
That's the best way to lose
And
weight.
then, yeah, I won't eat for 3 days. Like I'm
Go
good.
on that phone because you
good.
always see something.
Yeah, I'm good.
And it's probably small and innocent, but you're reading it
Yeah,
wrong.
you're reading it wrong.
well, I'm not gonna say I won't search the phone. Just don't give me a reason to search the phone. Because if I get a reason, I'm gonna search it.
What's the reason for you?
If you're acting shady,
If you breathe wrong. Oh, you took 3 breaths this minute? Let me check your phone.
yeah. If you come home late or something, if you've been acting shady, the phone be ringing. You don't want to answer it.
Or this.
Yeah.
This right here, when a guy has his phone that way,
Yeah.
that drives me insane. No, why you have your phone this way?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I used to do that.
See? Yeah, because you were cheating,
I
right?
used to do that. I mean, even necessarily, I wouldn't even cheat. It could be just like even now, like if I was with somebody, and I would do that, and it's kind of like in a man's mind, it's kind of like I don't want to start a fire where it's unnecessary. I don't want to start a fire in my own home. It's just I might not be not doing anything, but just the perception of something going on, and once it started, I don't have a full control of how it's going to end. I think
Yeah.
men are terrified of that, so that's why we kind of.
That's why y'all shouldn't cheat.
Don't worry. When we start, we know exactly how it's gonna end.
Yeah.
I mean,
9 times out of 10, we end up back at the house together anyway.
Yeah.
After we
that's my
don't
thing
beat you
about
up.
it. So what's y'all's definition of cheating?
I'm glad you asked that. Me, my definition of cheating, texting, looking at another woman as she walked past, and I'm not just saying like looking. I'm gonna tell you why I say looking.
I'ma look too. Shit.
Maybe so, but when a guy look like say for instance him and I are together, he's like this. Then he'll look dead at me to see if I'm
staring.
looking. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, staring. That's the word.
Mhm.
So when y'all look, that's cheating to me. Texting is cheating to me. Flirting, that's cheating. It doesn't have to be physical. It can be like mental, emotional, because women are emotional creatures. What about you?
I like when my guys flirt. Like don't get me wrong. So it's flirting to a limit.
Okay.
So if you're out and a girl sees you, she's obviously attracted to you.
Yeah.
You buy her a drink.
That's okay with you?
Yeah, you coming home to me.
You sound like my guy. My husband says that.
Enjoy yourself. Have fun.
So I noticed you said, when it came to cheating for you, that it's more of the, even before it got to physical, is the attention.
Mhm.
It's almost more like an attention focus.
Yeah.
So I would kind of bounce off of the questions that, between men and women, who derives more pleasure and fulfillment of attention than a woman.
Women.
Women, of course.
Right. So I think when the viewpoint is a vocal point of like how a woman views cheating, and I mean, you made it perfectly clear, and that's how I would view a woman cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Her, having emotional text with a guy, or turning her head, or giving a guy access to come to the door.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's cheating for a woman. So I think a lot of people just in general, we all know before a woman does anything physical, it's here in her mind first.
Yeah.
So that's how I would do for women. Men, now, for us, it's attention means nothing for us because it doesn't get us anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I could have $1 million, I could have a blue check, but a girl who is a 5 or 4, but she decides to get on the internet and be half naked, she will always be light years ahead of me when it comes to attention before I get it. No matter what I do, I'm always gonna lose that game. So that's why I think for women, cheating is the attention game. For men, it's the physical to a degree and a providing game. I believe cheating for me as a man would be me giving this woman my time, effort, provisioning, and me providing for her. I think that's cheating.
What's your breaking point when it comes down to cheating?
Don't text. Don't flirt all you want in the club.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're coming home to me, I'm fine with that.
You
Just no exchanging of numbers.
Yeah.
No leading nobody on.
Yeah.
Definitely no meet and greets.
Yeah. But that's going too far.
Yeah.
My guy, when we out in the club together or wherever we're at, in his mind, because he'll say it, oh, I gotta keep my head down so you won't. I don't. Men gonna look. I know he's gonna look.
That's what I'm saying.
But
if you're in the club
you
and you
come
see
home
a
with
girl,
me.
you look good, you smell good. Most girls nowadays, as long as a guy smells good, she's like, ooh, what you got on?
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
You want me to buy you a drink? Of course. I don't know. Probably it's just me. I just get a thrill out to know that, hey, there's people there that wants you, but
But I got you.
yeah, but I got you.
That makes a good point. Like where you kind of go off of. I think that's the thing that I do as a man. I beat my girl to the punch, and I think women can use that tool, and it can kind of even maybe calm me down, or even it takes a sting out of your guy turning his head. Literally, what I do if I see a guy that I know, all handsome men, we know what other handsome men look like, so we're being real here.
Yeah.
So what I do to take the sting away from my
All
girl,
handsome men.
I take the sting away from her turning her head or like trying to catch a side eye. If I see a guy walking and I know she thinks he looks good, I'm like, hey, babe, hey, look at his outfit, like I gotta get something like that. I took the sting out of it. Go ahead and get your look,
I like that.
so we can move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think women use that a lot.
Yeah, that sounds
It'll take the sting away from it. I think a guy, it's in a thrill for like a guy to have a challenge too. Just kind of like, I'm trying to be sneaky. I'm trying to get this quick look. I know she don't want me looking, but it's like, God dang, beat him to the punch. It'll take the sting out of it.
I got so bad with it. My husband wouldn't want to go to Walmart with me. He didn't want to go nowhere with me. We just now started coming out. Yeah, because I used to cut up. Because I'm like, why are you looking and you still, okay, turn around, just look.
Yeah.
Don't be sneaky about it, because that's what gets me, is you trying to be sneaky. I know you're looking. It's fine, look. Or if he's looking at something that doesn't look like me, that takes me to another place. That is fine.
Just, we've all been there. We're all gone through it. I used to be like that too, but I'm good now. Now I'm good.
I don't know. I get a thrill out of it. I like when whoever I'm dating or seeing or in a relationship or whatever it is, I like when people look at him like, yeah.
I'm kind of like that too. Like I don't want no girl that don't
Nobody
else want.
want. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy her a drink. Honestly, I give a club with girls like that. I will I'll buy them a drink like that, and I'll be with my girl, and I will walk away. I will go to a whole other section. I just want to see, who's gonna come up and talk to her. And like, I think for guys, like what I've learned is, we try to stop you guys from cheating too. We do the same. It's the same thing. That's why we want to keep tabs on you all the time.
But they swear out they don't want to keep tabs on
Yeah,
us.
we do. We want to keep tabs. Like I said, like you can't. It's the same thing on both ways. You can't stop an adult from doing what they want to do.
Right.
So for me, it's like I know the only way that I can keep her from cheating, I have to always be on her mind. Women operate different than men. I think that's why women don't understand men, and most men definitely don't understand women. We think that you guys operate just like us. You're impulsive. You're not as impulsive when it comes to cheating. I noticed that. And I know for a woman, like you can ask a guy, you love your wife, you love your family. You're like, yeah, I love her. But you see that woman over there that's, stumbling over there. Would you like a night with her? A guy's gonna, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. A woman can see like, you love your husband? Yeah, she gonna pass the test and everything. You see Denzel over there, or you see Chris Brown? Oh, I see him. You want a night with him? I honestly believe a healthy amount of women, most, maybe 50-50, won't take it. I think women have been.
More than 50%.
I notice with women is they like the idea, but I don't think women are very strategic in the way they move. Women understand long-term security. So it's like, I know a woman will say, yeah, I would love to in my mind, but it's not worth leaving what I have for the potential better sex.
Yeah.
And I know the women are better when it comes to that. So it's like, that's why I tell guys, like, don't stress yourself out. Trust me, like, she can bat her eyes, the dudes can put everything in her face, but if you're always at the forefront of her mind, she's always coming back.
Like for me, if I'm safe and I'm happy, then I ain't looking nowhere else.
Yeah.
It don't matter what or who comes up, as long as I'm safe and I'm happy, that's it.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah.
So can I pose a question to you? I like kind of how your mindset is when it comes to this. Let me ask you this: you're safe, you're happy, your guy is paying the bills. You have a nice car in the driveway. There's food in the house. You guys laugh, you get along. On days when you're not feeling it, he's cleaning the kitchen sometimes.
Oh,
And
Please.
it's happy. You're happy, right?
Yeah.
The phone goes off, and as the girl said, "Hey, I enjoyed last night." What's your thought process then?
oh yeah. She, him, everybody has to tell me what happened last night. Why I never enjoyed myself too. Come on, let's hear
talk
it.
about
Yeah,
last night.
let's talk about last night. I want to know why y'all enjoyed yourself and I wasn't a part of it. Like, what happened?
So, do you think you would, like he says, okay, I didn't say anything to you because I don't want to hurt you, but we had sex last night and that's it for me. I mean,
I don't.
are you staying or you
What they
leaving?
say in Jamaica, Boomba Club. Yeah.
So honestly,
Yeah.
if somebody has been dating me or we've been in a relationship for a period of time, they'll know not to tell me that. They'll know to lie and
Crazy
do
come out.
not let my sweet charms and sweet words get in the way, because it's nothing but crazy behind it. So yeah, they'll know to lie.
That's what
They
I-
won't admit that.
What you say, shoot the Jamaican original.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's why a lot of women would ask that question of why do y'all lie so much?
Lie.
We lie.
We don't want to hear the truth. We cannot handle the
That's
truth.
what it
please
is.
lie to me.
That's what
Yes,
it is.
lie.
Please lie to me.
We lie
Don't
because
tell me the truth.
innately in our nature we know
And ensure that girl lies too.
that's it. That's
So
what
if
it
you
is.
gotta
They're
pay
not gonna
her,
lie. Yeah.
if you gotta pay her for her to lie too, because I am going to go search for her.
that hush money, and that's why we lie. We
And
innately
9 times
know.
out of 10, they
Yeah.
still tell on you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why we innately know your inability and refusal to accept the truth, and that's why we lie.
Well, lie to me.
Yeah.
If you want your life, lie to me. Lie to me. If
But
you
don't
want
let me
your
find
marriage,
out.
Yeah, lie to me now.
Yeah, and I think that's what comes with like another question, like who does a man love more, the woman he tells the truth to, or the one he lies to?
Nobody lies to.
Yeah.
The one he lies to.
Yeah.
Because you can let her know, hey, I have a wife at home.
Mhm.
But you come home and you lie to your wife.
Yeah. I
Because
agree.
you care about her feelings.
I think exactly.
And you don't want her to leave
Yep, don't want her to leave.
or cheat back.
Cheating back, that's an interesting one to me.
Y'all can't take it.
No, we can't. And I think it's because it's the biggest form of betrayal to us.
Well, you cheated first.
Yeah.
Let me
You
get my
cheat.
lick back.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say
It's
like,
only right. It's only fair.
well, life isn't fair.
Oh well,
Life's
that's
not
why.
fair. I would say this: life's not fair.
Unfair game played twice.
I'm gonna drop some game on you guys. I'm dropping gems to get you guys thinking differently about this.
Mhm.
So, if you innately think that cheating is wrong, right? Then, if you are a truly genuine, you love hard person, you won't find a reason to do it. So I'll say, I'll flip on me. If I think that beating a woman is wrong, there's nothing in me that's gonna find an excuse to do it. You know what I mean? And typically the cheat back is just a woman being so hurt, and I want to get even with the man. I want to beat him at his own game, because my ego is bruised. The egos are bruised, and somewhere in there you feel like, what does she have? What did she do that is better than what I did? Why are you going over there? What's better over there? And it's not like that for us. So a woman kind of uses her ego's bruised, so she wants to, instead of bruising man's ego, she wants to rip it out and stomp on it and throw it over the
Well,
balcony.
baby, I can do it better because I can get her plus your friends.
But you see,
There you go.
but that's playing the dangerous
Even
game.
your dad.
It's playing the dangerous
Somebody.
Y'all cheat just for sex. We cheat for emotional.
Yeah.
game. Yeah, that's why, that's why I say I'll bring up this metaphor. If I'm driving, and, I drop my phone and look down, I'm texting, wrong. Granted, I'm doing wrong. And I accidentally swerve and I kill somebody in a head-on collision versus your premeditated murder. Which one is wrong? Which one's worse?
Your cheating ass.
The premeditated murder is worse.
Yes.
We both killed somebody, yes, they're both wrong. But the premeditated murder is worse.
Yeah, but a death is a death. So.
Eye for an eye.
Yeah.
It's eye for an eye.
Yeah.
So if you do it, I'm gonna do it back, and I'm gonna do it worse.
Yes.
I think that works for most guys. When you get to like the higher echelon of guys, you don't care.
My husband says he doesn't care, but me
That's
too,
what y'all
something.
say now.
Yeah.
I've had it.
That lick hurt.
I've had it. I've had it.
That lick hurt.
I've had my ex-girlfriend sit on the couch and turn her phone towards me and download Tinder. And when I look, and I literally look over and I just say, I don't care. And I hope you match with Tyrone. And I hope he's got a 10-incher, and I hope he knocks your back loose.
That right there lets me know you care.
I go find him. Go find him. I hope he knocks your back loose. Just tell him to bring you home with some grocery money. Go ahead. Have at it. Go get him, Tiger.
No, you care.
So a woman, when it comes on to breakup or that transition where you're not speaking to each other, a woman will be depressed or stressed out in that moment. But give her a couple of weeks. She's back on her game.
Get that snap back.
In those couple of weeks, that man is going to realize that, hey, who's going to wash my clothes? Who's going to press them?
Yeah.
I want something to eat.
And I don't
She
want
knows
to go
exactly
right
how
now.
she knows exactly how to fix it.
Yeah.
They're hurting. And I
Yeah.
agree.
So that's the time it's going to kick in to say, hey, I ain't in a frame of mind to start over to teach a whole new bitch how to deal with me.
Yeah.
I just want the whole old one back.
And that's why most guys don't want to leave. In our mindset, it's like, cheaper to keep her. I put this time in investing. I don't want her to leave. But that's why I also say, like now where I'm at, like I said, all men don't cheat, but all men will cheat. All I say is, I'm a big believer that every man doesn't qualify to cheat. So like,
Wait a minute. Wait. What takes your qualifying to cheat? Like, what do you mean when you say all men don't qualify to cheat?
so it's in our nature to spread our seed, right? And
Yeah.
to want to have quantity. But just like, I'm a big believer in nature. I don't like to deviate too far from my nature. All men on a basic level of our nature, we are the same. But if you look at, wildlife, take lions for example. Just because a guy is a male doesn't mean he gets to reproduce. The top males reproduce. So it's like the same thing out here. It's like, most women have the idea that, man, all these dudes are out here cheating. Most dudes aren't cheating because most dudes aren't getting sexual access like that. The reason why all girls are saying that, guys are cheating is because secretly you guys don't know, because women tend to not be so great with like overall general numbers. They don't realize that they're all dating and having sex with the same dude.
Yeah,
That's why you're having the same
especially here in the
experience.
city.
You're having the same experience. So the guys who will, drop roses put at your feet, you don't want him. But the guys that you do
Because
want,
he's ugly and he ain't got no money.
and that's the thing, But it's on the flip
school don't
side.
work.
It's choices and trade-offs. Choices and trade-offs. But if you get with the guy who's got most of the boxes checked off, well, if you like him, guess what? They like him too. So it's, you gotta make
So
a choice.
Antonio, you got a big dick?
No, I'm be honest, it's not big. I got boyfriend size. I got boyfriend and husband size. I don't have porn star size. It's
What?
bigger than average.
Well,
but
look
it's
at the
not-
bottle. Let's pull the bottle.
The bottle, well, wherever six,
Boyfriend size.
yeah, wherever 6 is, it's on this bottle. So it's
So
just
right here.
nah, they ain't trying to cheat me out of my interest. I need all that. Look, it's probably right around here. Like I said, it's above average, but
Wait now. Wait. Are we
from
going
here
down?
let's
What?
go bring that. Okay, let me see. Where do you think 6 inches is?
This is the top.
Okay, where do you think 6 is?
That's right
Where do you think 6 is?
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost about the same line.
Just about. Yeah, just about that. Y'all a good judge of character. That lets me know. Yeah, they know.
We know.
So don't lie. They know. But yeah, most girls will know. Like you got some girl like, oh, tell me the difference between 5'11" and 6 foot. They think it's that's how they see it. Typically, women see it like that. But yeah, I don't lie. So I believe in, expose yourself and just over deliver. Most guys lie. It's I'm rocking an 8. Why would you say that? She's gonna see it.
Right.
So how long during your dating process do you think you should have sex? You should wait to have sex?
I think it depends on the kind of guy that you're with. I think it really depends on the kind of guy you're with. I think if you're a guy that has average sexual experience, sexual access, if you make him wait, the 3 dates or whatever it is, like he'll be more likely to stick around. I think the higher on the totem pole the guy goes, the less patience he has.
Huh.
Yeah. So for me, if it's a girl I'm taking seriously, if I'm being honest, 3 dates probably be max. It's probably be max.
That could be 3 days.
It could be. I mean, if we do it the first time, cool. But 3 is the maximum you get. 3 is the maximum.
I met my husband today. I told him we're getting married tomorrow, and we went from there.
Yeah,
We went on a date. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
When you know, you know.
Yeah, it happens like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. You just saw him and
I met
knew that he
him.
was your husband?
I met him at a party. I said, listen. The next day when I was on the phone, I said, we're going to get married. And he laughed. I'm thinking he was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
He laughed, and look at us now.
Yeah, I think it's good, and that's why I think if I had a daughter, I would tell her.
What about him? Because I've never met that. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Because I knew in my mind what I wanted. He was tall, bow-legged, handsome, brown skin. He had dimples. Oh God, I love the dimples. Look at him. He had dimples, and it's just the way he carried himself. And when he shook my hand, I felt a connection. I just knew. And now look at us now. I love you, baby.
Girl, let's get married.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had a daughter, I would tell her, don't go on a date with a guy that you're not sexually attracted to, and don't go on a second date with a guy that you know that you wouldn't have sex with. I think that would save women a lot of time.
Now we're trying to get y'all free food,
Yeah.
free date.
Yeah, that happens now. I noticed that. Yeah. They can't catch me with that. That's why.
Oh no.
They can't catch me with that.
If I go out on the first date with you and it doesn't work, it doesn't connect, I'm blocking you.
Yeah.
My block game is
If I don't see
strong.
myself
Yeah, I love
dating
it.
you, if I don't see myself dating you, give me your time.
I'll live in that same house with you and I'll still have you on block.
You better know it laying right in the bed beside you.
Yeah.
Blocked. I remember my husband was texting me something, and I saw him. He was texting. He was running his mouth. I went and blocked him immediately. I don't even want to read the text. We can lay right here in the bed,
He's a
but you're
block.
blocked. You're not sending that message. That's right, good friend.
Yeah, my block game is strong.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that.
So, wrapping it up, we want to know one thing. If you could have your ideal celebrity, who would she be?
Regina Hall.
Regina
Regina
Hall.
Hall.
She's very pretty.
Regina Hall.
You like women like your mother?
I'm in love. I would love a woman that would service me like my mother. Me and my mother are alike. We're alike. I couldn't date a woman exactly like my mom. I want someone to have those traditional traits that my mom has shown me growing up, like service. Regardless of how her mouth was and her attitude was. But she'd be talking cash money shit, but I always saw her hands. She was still moving. Her hands were moving. And she was still serving. I noticed that as a kid.
She's a great time. You know it's mom.
Yeah.
She's a great time.
I noticed that growing up. But I noticed me, but was like kind of the guy I am. I want the service, but
The mouth?
I can't deal with it. I can't.
Oh, you like that? Like what they say? Let me see what that mouth can do. Talk shit.
Yeah,
That's
talk
what they
shit,
do.
yeah.
Yes.
I can't deal with it.
Okay, so you don't want to talk her.
No.
You don't want somebody that's going to talk back.
No, my patience and tolerance is too short for it now. I mean, like, I've been to 33 countries, so it's like my experience with women is vast. So it's kind of like I know what I can obtain, and that's not even just like looks wise. Just like I know what I can obtain. So it's kind of like in my mind, why would I sit here and have a headache and just be in here sweating, rolling my eyes when it just doesn't have to be here? I can just go.
After the fact.
I can just go sweat. I don't really.
Oh, so you think you're the prize?
Yes, that's what it sounds like, right?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't I be the prize?
There's nothing wrong with thinking
No,
you're
why
right.
wouldn't I be the prize? If I'm making above average money and I'm not walking around, I'm not a 5, I'm shaking.
What number do you think you're on a scale of 1 to 10 before you finish your thought?
Humbly, if I say in a realistic way, looks wise, I would give myself a 6. But what I realize is that as a man, my wheelhouse of what I need to be overall attractive, like being good looking and attractive are 2 different things for a woman. I've mastered being attractive to women. So I know that I won't go based off just what I look like. At the end of the day, like, I can go into a room and light it up, but I'm 5'7".
Well, we're talking about look, stand up,
Yeah.
lady. Well, no, because look at him. Y'all in the comments rate him. Tell us what y'all would rate him on a scale of 1 to 10.
I give myself a 6. I just think my confidence and my wordplay just makes me above that. But
Okay.
it keeps you grounded. I think being realistic helps a lot. Keeps you grounded. I think a guy really stepping out there like, oh, I'm an 8. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong, but you sure you know?
That's the thing with most men nowadays. They think they're the prize. No.
Yeah, no.
And you're
Most,
about a
women,
2,
yeah.
not
No.
even
We
1.5.
women, we're the prize.
most situations, women are the prize.
Yeah.
Most women.
A woman should never walk around broke, unhappy, never let a man break
But
their
we
spirit.
women, some women causes men to think that.
We big them up too much.
Mhm.
We big them up too much, and we know they ain't worth it. We know they're not worth it.
It's because you're looking to mother a man. You're looking to mother a boy into a man. It won't happen.
No, especially that's another conversation for another time. The ultimate question everybody wants to know: how many partners have you had?
Sexual partners.
Oh wait, he took a sign.
I'm an extreme open book. I'm
50.
He has been to 32 different countries.
But I said 50.
I'm
More
sure he.
or less.
Drum roll, it's a lot higher than that. I'm an extremely experienced man. The number is, I'm kicking myself in the ass for this one, 256. 256.
You've had enough sex to last you a lifetime.
Yeah. Fun fact, the average person.
Wait, I'm sorry. 256
And your dick
different women?
Different.
And your dick hasn't fallen off?
It still works. It works good. So, I'm a very experienced man, and it comes with its perks. And what I mean by perks is my confidence is high. So
Jesus.
if you tell me something's wrong, or I need to fix something, it won't bother me. So it's like the experience is there. So I'm not like a lot of guys where it's just like we kiss for 5 minutes. I'm just trying to jam it in. A lot of
Well,
guys.
clearly, that's what you have to have been doing to be 30. And you've had more sexual partners than each year of your age.
Yeah. Fun fact: the average person has 7 to 9 sexual partners in their lifetime. So do the math on that.
You had enough sex for everybody that's outside.
Pretty much. So I'm not lacking in that area. So that's a positive.
Well, women don't normally tell the truth about how many sexual partners, but that's a lot.
Yeah. And I don't think you should. I don't think you should.
Why?
Well, it's a man's mind can't take it.
Yeah.
We can't take it. Our egos are too fragile for it. We get to asking unnecessary questions, diving deeper. Well, was his bigger than mine? Stuff that don't matter. Like,
Don't ask me that,
Yeah.
but I'm going to tell you yes.
Exactly. So a lot of guys can't handle that. So for me,
Yeah, but if his dick was small, I don't consider that.
I mean,
I don't
That
count
doesn't
that.
count.
No. If he came quick, I don't
That
count.
doesn't count.
If I didn't come,
That doesn't count.
women rules are funny. Women rules are funny. But for a man, like, nah, if you tell me it's 5, I believe it's 5. Just the thing about a woman, a woman remains silent and anonymous. You'll never know anything about a woman.
Never. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
Yeah. So I don't think you should tell the guy the truth. I don't think you should.
I'll tell the truth.
I mean, like I said, if it's a guy like me and I can handle it, then tell me the truth. But you gotta know the guy you're with. You gotta know the guy. If it's a guy that isn't very experienced, he's not there on top, like, don't tell him. Don't tell him. But if it's a guy like me who's very experienced, and I'm obviously showing that, like, you know, you can't hurt my ego like that. It's very hard to hurt my ego. If I ask you, if I want to be nosy, ask you, tell me the truth.
But don't ask.
Yeah, most guys, 90%
Don't
guys,
ask.
don't ask.
Because 9 times out of 10, she's
But I'm gonna ask.
I'm gonna ask.
I'm gonna ask how many females you've been with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want to know.
I throw it on the flip side too. I tell girls like, hey, don't ask questions that you don't want to know the answer to, because a lot of women can't even fathom that number.
Yeah, I'm still thinking in my mind.
256
Women, not times, but different women.
Yeah.
So you definitely can't count out how many times you had sex then.
No, it's somewhere
He's in the thousands.
thousands, but I couldn't even count it. Yeah, no, I couldn't count it. But I will say this, so you guys don't beat me up too bad in the comments. Is me doing that and going about that way that was a stage in my life where I would say that I thought that having sex with a bunch of women was me being a man, being the man and trying to stroke my ego and scope my ego that way. And it's no.
No, absolutely not. 256.
Because it's desensitizing to the point to where it's I get more excited about the thought of doing it than actually doing it a lot of times.
How many again?
256.
What y'all say in Jamaica? What?
Yeah.
I'm sick.
So that's how a woman knows that I'm not really gonna be out there cheating like that, because it's like I don't even have the energy to want to be disappointed. So I'm just like,
You have done it all?
I've done it all. I've done it all. So it's just like
You've done it all.
I've done it all.
Back door all?
All.
With the woman back door?
Yeah, I've done it all.
Woo!
She opening your back door.
No.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
you don't do that?
No, not at all.
Ain't
Why?
nothing wrong with it.
I believe there's some Pandora's boxes just aren't meant to be open. They're just not meant to be open.
So a girl going down on you, she's playing with your balls. She goes swipe her tongue back there.
So I've actually had they like to do that in the Dominican Republic. They like to try that. They like to try it. They like to be slick and try to do that. And I catch it every time. And I'm like, nah, we're not doing that. We ain't doing that. And I can't go for it.
With 256 women, you might as well let her.
I can't do that. I think that's just the ultimate. Nah, can't do it. I can't even think of a manly position to get into to have that done.
Lay down and open them legs.
I don't want to lay down and put my legs up like I'm gonna get my pamper changed. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Nothing wrong
You
with
can
it.
turn to the side.
Yeah, hike one leg up.
I can't do it. I can't do
It's
it.
2024. You will be surprised how many men.
Oh yeah, a lot of guys like it. I know I got a couple friends who they said they experienced it and it felt good. I'm like, I'll live through you. I can't do it.
You live vicariously.
Yeah, I'll live vicariously through you. I can't do it.
Well, he's proud, so I believe him. 256.
That's a lot.
I know what I'm doing.
He knows what he's doing, I guess. But he might meet that 257th woman and that thing fall off. Just fall limp, dead, done.
Hey, if it falls off, you know that ain't nobody else gonna have it, so I'm yours.
But see, if a man meet a woman, right, and she's had sex with 10 guys, 11, 12 guys, oh, y'all don't want to, she run down, she's run through. But you,
Yeah, that's a big double standard we get.
That's gonna turn on a lot of women though.
Yeah, a lot of them act like they don't like it, but
they love
no
it.
woman wants to go into a bedroom with a guy who's sitting there kind of like
Who's
this.
inexperienced.
Yeah, experience playing around and finishing in 5 minutes and thinking he's killing it, and no.
Sometimes the 5 minutes is fine.
Yeah, I like
Just depending on what I got to do
10,
afterwards.
15 minutes is golden for me.
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes is good because I have energy to recuperate and go
And then we
again.
go again.
But if I get around that 35-minute mark, it's one and
It's not
done.
happening.
Hey, I'm ready to go roll
An
over.
hour.
Go wipe off, get in the shower, and go to sleep. That's it.
No, it's not.
That's it. That's
When you
it.
say wipe off that woman, get that nice hot rag.
Yeah,
Y'all like that when we get that
yeah,
water
buddy.
on hot?
Yeah,
And
buddy.
we get you right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yes. All that. When I was in high school, I'm thinking going 45 minutes an hour. I'm thinking that's that means it's terrible,
Yes.
and I don't know what I'm doing.
And we fake. Trust me.
Yeah.
You fake, don't you?
No, we don't.
Yeah. We don't.
Hey,
Sometimes.
honestly, I'm cool with it. Like
Sometimes.
noise just gets me going, so fake it for me. Like if that gets me going, fake it.
Nothing
So you like when a woman talk to you during sex?
She can talk to me. She can talk like that. Noises just overall get me going. You know, whether that's moaning, whether that's the bed making noises, like headboard, like that stuff. That noises get me
I
going.
hate the headboard hitting the wall.
You hate
It
the
drives me
headboard?
insane.
Ah, that gets me
Because
going.
I'm sneaking now. I have kids.
Oh, see, yeah.
So, Anthony, it was nice having you this evening.
Yes, it's been great. Great.
Thank you for having me. Big shout out to Gwaan podcast.
He's single, girls.
Very
So
single.
go hit him up.
On
You can drop your
Instagram.
socials.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm a big Instagram user. You know, you can look my name on Facebook, but I'm not. It's kind of more family. Anthony Matthews on Facebook, but if you really want to get my attention and kind of dive into what I got going on, it's Tonio_Suave. So TONIO_SUAVE. Tonio Suave.
Well, it's been great. Great first night. We enjoyed you. Cheers to us.
And cheers to you.
Our amazing listeners.